Greetings Calc 2 students. This video is for Chapter 9, Solving Differential Equations, and we're specifically going to talk about the issue of the integrating constant. Remember that when we find the antiderivative of a function, we have to include an integrating constant, this plus c. Well, in differential equations, we often have more than one plus c. So let me show you sometimes what's going to happen. So often our solution has the situation where on one side of our differential equations we'll be integrating with respect to y, and on the other side of our differential equation we'll be integrating with respect to x. And so what we're going to do then is integrate both sides of this differential equation. And when we integrate the right side, we'll find a solution, f of capital Y plus a constant. And I'm going to call this C1 for a second. And that's equal to, we integrate the other side, capital F of x plus a constant, we'll call it C2. So each side of the integration process has had a constant. What we often do is say that there's a capital C that's equal to minus C1 plus a C2. Now remember, these are constants. So the C equals minus C1 plus a C2. So what we're going to do then in effect is write the function of y, this capital F, the antiderivative, is equal to the function of x with the C2 on the right hand side minus the C1. And instead of writing this out, what we tend to do is just substitute this capital C in place. So we write it as f of y is equal to f of x plus this capital C. Now, for the most part, we don't bother writing out each of these steps. We just solve the differential equation with our antiderivatives, the capital F's, and we're finished. We pick one side or the other. I tend to do it on the right side, and I write a capital C for the integrating constant. Now when we're worrying about these constants in more advanced style of differential equation solving, we will need to be a little bit more particular about labeling the C and the C1 and the C2 and so forth as we go. But for more simple differential equations, the sort of rudimentary set of differential equations, we don't concern ourselves too much. All we say is that there is an integrating constant, and I've added all the integrating constants together, and I put them together on one side